Hey, research. All right, I'll be back home in 5 minutes. Ms. Vasselin, what is your pleasure?
Judge, at this time, the defense can rest in front of you once the jury's brought out.
Okay. Mr. Caneiro, can you stand up for me? Okay. Mr. Caneiro, there's a charge, a model charge that can be given, but it's truly your decision on whether that I give this or not. It's titled Defendant's Election Not to Testify. It says, as you know, defendant elected not to testify at trial. It is his constitutional right to remain silent. You must not consider for any purpose or in any manner in arriving at your verdict the fact that the defendant did not testify. That fact should not enter into your deliberations or discussions in any manner at any time. Defendant is entitled to have the jury consider all evidence presented at trial. He is presumed innocent, whether or not he chooses to testify. Have you had the opportunity to speak to your attorney as it relates to this charge?
I have.
Okay. And what is your position? Do you want it read or not read?
Read to the jury.
You want it read?
Yes, please.
Okay. And that you've had enough time to speak to your attorney about that?
Yes.
All right. And after full consultation, you want me to read this charge?
Please.
I will read it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what our plan would be, is there going to be any rebuttal?
No, Judge.
Okay, so with that being said, what I will do is I'll bring the jury back out. The defense can rest. The state will then indicate that there will be no rebuttal. At that point in time, we have already started with the moving of evidence. We'll continue on in that process. We'll go over the jury charge for the last time, and then we'll be ready for summations. Not today. Can we bring the jurors out, please?
1 second.
Go ahead. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Forgot to stand up. I've got you. Everybody can be seated. Thank you. Okay. At this point in time, what is the state's preference, or the defense's preference with moving forward? Any other witnesses?
No further witnesses, Judge. We rest at this point in time.
All right, so the defense rests. Will there be any rebuttal from the state?
Judge, there will not be any rebuttal.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's where we are. We're at a time where all the testimony has been concluded. One area that still is outstanding that's going to be done now outside of your presence, you will not have to sit here for it, but I decide, remember all the exhibits that you've heard about through the course of the trial? The court makes a decision on which actual exhibits you have in the jury deliberation room at the time that you start your deliberations. While you may not have every single exhibit that was mentioned, you would be able to consider the testimony of any and all exhibits. It will only be the exhibits that I give you or the ones that you're allowed to physically have in the jury room. So if you're one of the 12 deliberating jurors and you say, Judge forgot to give me exhibit number whatever, I didn't forget, I promise you that. You're going to get what you're going to be allowed to have, but you can always remember the testimony. That's why there's 12 of you that will decide this case, and you can remember whatever you want to remember. So that's number one. Number two, if you recall, what I've said is that at the end of the case, at the end of the summations, I give you the law that you will have to apply to the facts as you find the facts in this particular case. I go over that law with the attorneys on several occasions before it's ever read to you. We've done that a few times. I'm going to do that for the final time this afternoon to make sure that that's also accomplished. So while I'm letting you go, and I know today was not the best for time-wise, I hope that you understand that our plan is we're going to finish that up tonight. Summations will be tomorrow morning. You'll be here tomorrow morning at normal time, which will be 8 o'clock. We'll start at 8:30. Summations will start in reverse order. We start with the defense's summation, then we'll have the state's summation, and then we'll move into the actual charge. It is after that, then we get into the deliberations, and we'll pick, if everybody remembers, then we get to see how we pick alternates in this Monmouth County. Pretty high tech. It's very exciting. I can't wait to show it to you. So with that being said, though, that you're done for tonight, you don't discuss this case. Now, just because we're at a point where we're done with all the testimony, do not discuss this case. There's no greater time than right now than a need for you to listen, not to discuss this case at all. You haven't heard the summations. You haven't heard my charge. Only deliberation is done in that jury room with the door shut, and that's for you and you alone when you decide to start your deliberations. So with that being said, don't discuss this case. Don't do any research. I hope you have an excellent night. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Please be safe. Thank you so much.